So over this weekend, there were these big rallies, obviously. Bernie had his, it was a jovial mood because he won the first 3. And at his rally, there was a bit of a surprise guest. Take a look at this.
And she is here to endorse Bernie Sanders for president.
The fact that as a little girl, I put my hand in front of my heart and I pledged allegiance to liberty and justice for all turned me into a woman who gets really pissed when I see it not happening. And we have been trained in America over the last few decades to expect too little, to say pretty please about things that should be the right of every American. Today, we're tired of saying pretty please. We're gonna stand up, we're gonna show up because we woke up, and we're gonna say with grace, we're gonna say with style, we're gonna say to all those who say liberty and justice cannot be done, sure hell can be, because we're here and we're with Bernie. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's such an amazing speech. You should watch the whole thing. Marianne Williamson seems like a good actress playing a politician.
Yeah.
Because she was like so emotional. There was like an arc to her speech.
And she had an accent that she's never had before in her life.
That's true. Although she is apparently from Texas, which I hadn't known.
She's back to her roots, so it comes out. She's great. Like there's so many condescending, I think, liberals who talk down to her and talk down about spirituality and make fun of it. But it's representative of a large portion of Americans and people who want to put kindness first and don't necessarily believe in organized religion. And she does represent that kind of mentality. And I think she's a good person. I'm really happy that she endorsed Bernie Sanders, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Like, look, I obviously didn't support her for president or anything, but like I got to, she's the only presidential candidate that I interviewed in person. We had a great conversation. She seems like a lovely person. I don't agree with her on everything. We had a big disagreement on the show, actually. But she had endorsed him in 2016. I was holding out hope that she would do so. It seemed like she was sort of supporting Yang while he was still in, but not endorsing him.
Right.
And with Yang leaving, she's now out for Bernie, and that makes all the sense in the world. I wonder if Yang will endorse anyone. I mean, now he's a commentator.
Yeah.
I don't know that he will necessarily do that, but I love to see these candidates who are moving out, including de Blasio also endorsing Bernie Sanders. Like yes, it's a big fight in the debates, out there, they are fighting, but there is overlap between some of these, and I like to see them coming together. Look at Bernie, the unity candidate, bringing together all these people.
Yeah, and so one would hope that the one candidate who does not have a path to the nomination, who's still in the race, who aligns with him most ideologically, would do the same, take a page out of Marianne Williamson's book, and perhaps think about endorsing Bernie Sanders before the convention.
Her supporters, from what I've seen in tweets, seem to believe that she's continuing to run mainly to elevate issues. So that's the thing that we see. I don't necessarily agree with it as a strategy, but that's the argument I've read.
It's not issues. It's if she was caring about the issues, it would just be throwing herself behind Bernie Sanders. It's herself. I mean, people have egos.
I would bet that at some point she will do that.
I think she's way more likely than not to endorse Bernie Sanders. She should do it soon.
Before Super Tuesday would be great, but we'll see.
Before the convention, please God.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.